The difference of two squares. That is another one of our factorising sort of things. This one's quite special though. So we're going to start with expanding to see if we can see what's going on. So if I expand each of these, x plus x is x squared. Then we do outside times outside, inside times inside, last times last. So when we expand it, we can see 2x minus 2x, those terms go away, which just leaves me with x squared minus 4. Okay, let's see if it happens again. 4 times 4 is 16. Outside times outside, negative 4x. Inside times inside. And then last times last. Okay, once again, these middle terms are going to cancel each other out, which leaves me with 16 minus x squared. Cool. Last example. X times x. Last times last. Outside times outside. Inside times inside. Last times last. Once again, they go away. Okay, so now we want to see what can we see that's in common between each of these examples. Well, we have a plus and a minus. So we've got a plus and a minus in our two brackets. Apart from that, our brackets are the same. So long as our brackets are exactly the same, but with a plus and a minus in them, it looks like our first term in the bracket squared minus the second term in the bracket squared. Let's check that down the bottom. So first term in the bracket squared, yep. Last term in the bracket squared, yep, with a minus. That's what I want you to notice, because difference of two squares is a really nice straightforward way to factorize, because it's a general thing. Anytime you have this guy, so you have the first term squared minus the second term squared, we know that factorizes straight away to identical brackets, square root of the first and the last, one with a minus, one with a plus. And that is our general rule. So if you see something like I've got down here, x squared minus 100, well, I know that's x squared minus 10 squared. So first square rooted minus second square rooted, first square rooted plus second square rooted. Factorized. Don't have to think about it any more than that. So 4x squared, I can change to 2x all squared minus 9 squared. So once again, square root of the first term minus square root of the second term, square root of the first term plus square root of the second term. So easy to factorize. I love this. 4x squared. Alright, so square root of the first minus square root of the second, square root of the first plus square root of the second. Done. Difference of two squares. Alright, have a go at these questions. When you get to one of them and you're like, there's no square root for this number, please go back to my last video, common factor first. See if you can figure out if there is a common factor. If you can take it out, all of a sudden it might work, which would be lovely. Some of them you will need to do a square root for, but the rest of them should be fine.